I mean, and it kind of fits the hero too, right? Because usually, if you are breaking somebody, you're looking to blow them up immediately, like a PA or a bristleback or timbersaw. And Nick's assassin, I mean, he's an assassin. That's his whole purpose, is to find people and blow them up with his team. So
Yeah.
it actually fits the hero very well.
Okay, they're going to go Juggernaut. Wow, they took nearly all their reserve time there to finally settle for the Frost Juggernaut. Very likely we're going to see. So in this matchup, again, the break, it takes out his crit, but not the end of the world, I suppose. If you're Juggernaut here. I guess they just wanted some nice physical damage, too, to help deal with the Viper. Of course, having that corrosive skin could be annoying in terms of trying to burst out with magic, so physical is a good thing to have. Troll Whirler, the response for the real deal, or Singularity. It's kind of it's got its good and bad, I guess, versus Juggernaut. The netting him in place while he's spinning is good, but his Whirling Axe's mischance the blind can be removed easily by Juggernaut. With the spin right there.
Yeah, I would say in general, Troll's going to win a man fight with Jug. And of course, now that you can go Basher, it's another way to deal with the spin TP out. It gives them tower push, which they were definitely lacking before, and also gives them that sort of late game carry. Although I will say that I continue to be less than impressed by Troll's ability to team fight, and there is a lot of disable for him to deal with on the side of the final tribe. Between the Rolling Thunder, of course, the Elder Titan Stomp, and even a Sprout. Like, you get a BKB on Troll, you ult on Troll, you just get sprouted, and you're just stuck. You can't do anything.
If they don't ban a OD here, I'm seeing TFT going OD. Against Nick's Assassin, I suppose it's not like the greatest, but overall, OD against both the cores, I would think is pretty decent here. So,
yeah, I mean, Nyx is seen as a hard counter to OD. It's like one of the worst heroes you could play against. Obviously, the Mono Burn gets better and better as you steal more and more int, and then just the fact that you can proc the Spike Carapace off of any imprisonment.
True. God, so that is a tough call because, again, good against both cores, but you're right. Again, this could go back to also Pango could just be the mid hero and then maybe get a Zibit hero if that makes more sense. Bat Rider, the final pick, though, for Singularity. Talk about some good lockdown again to deal with the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Also finds the Prophet very easily.
True.
Whether in trees or through the Sprout. Yeah, Bat Rider is extremely good, actually, against 3 of the 4 heroes being shown by TFT at the moment.
Ooh. Gonna go Lone Druid. So it's gonna be a Chessie Lone Druid, actually, with Zibby on the Pango. Okay. So Lone Druid matchup here.
Yeah, I like that. It's another way to deal with Viper is you just, you have another body to basically take the harass from Viper. Very few heroes can deal with Lone Druid in a 1-on-1 just because the bear provides such a good meat shield and just extra damage and bullying. I will say that, again, it's a hero that likes to play sort of alone, and there's pretty good tools to find heroes that like to play alone on the real deal, or Singularity, rather, between the Bat Rider and the Nyx.
I am a fan of Shadow Demon. I have always been, especially since 7.20 came out, so it's been fun seeing this hero quite a bit. So I do think that's a strong start overall for the team. Throughout this game, though, the disruption, I guess, isn't going to be the craziest as far as creating illusions even. Really on either side. There's neither core on either side is really the best for, creating illusions of and pushing out lanes.
Yeah, I think I prefer Singularity's draft, though, just because they have a lot easier ways to take fights and initiate. On the side of TFT, it's pretty much just Era's. Like, Era has to walk a spirit in and stomp. That's the only way that they can actually initiate a fight.
That's true.
I don't know. I'd be a little worried with TFT being able to make enough space for both the Jug and the Lone Druid without having any real kind of pick-off potential.
Yeah. Good point. The core game is very good for TFT as the game progresses on, but exactly, getting there is going to be the difficult route lacking that crowd control may be the ultimate issue. So we'll see. Game number 1, like I personally said going into this, I would count this as a fairly even matchup right here with these two teams and everything. But the odds, I was taking a look before, it was favoring the real deal, or Singularity, fairly heavily. It was like 2.3 for TFT or something like that, and 1.5 for Singularity. So that's kind of interesting to me. But in fact, I'm looking as I pull up the Russian casters here. They all three choose TFT for their predictions. So they like the draft of the final tribe in their mind. So.
Well, agree to disagree.
That's fair, yeah. No, I do think, yeah, this is one of those cases on paper where you take out the teams ultimately and just look at the drafts. Yeah, there are going to be a couple of issues for TFT. It's a matter of getting over those hurdles.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, like, if the bear gets huge, if Jesse's able to get, Midas Radiance going very early, then Singularity will struggle to deal with that.
I wonder if he's going to build the bear build, or if we're going to see the range in this game. I feel like Jesse usually goes the range build himself, but bear build has been making a comeback, especially with the Radiance.
Yeah.
Whole Midas Radiance play. You are dealing with Nyx Assassin, but again, on the bear, I don't think he's really that concerned.
Yeah, it's not quite the same as having the Radiance on a hero.
Yeah. All right, jumping into the game. We got, speaking of that bear, he's going to be chasing after Shashlo. As the early bounty runes spawning. Nyx Assassin making his way over. I don't think he's going to be able to take this, though. He's coming in, but yeah. A no-go there, and, ooh, TFT, I think, is going to get 3. Yeah, they're going to get 3 of the 4 bounty runes to start, so. Good start for them. Jerry, he'll take some thwacks to the face, but he'll be fine. Just calls himself Jerry now. I don't know if he's tired of being called EGM or something, but.
He's just hoping to take a little bit of Sumail's magic and go by his first name.
That's true.
Yeah, Sumail, Yawar, it's been working out pretty well for them.
Oh, Sumail. Dang, shots fired. Hanskin, he's going to start adding up some poison, or get poison added up on him, I should say. Poshka, again, it's the 5 stacks. That's where you got to be a little scared when they add up on top of you. But he'll be good. The Treants are also fairly susceptible to the poisons, I guess, as well. But right now, they're feeling pretty good. They're going to do some good damage to Excalibur, who's in that lane. This is an interesting lane. Nature's Prophet Pango versus a Troll Shadow Demon. I guess that's a lot of harassment from a Pango Nature's Prophet, though.
Yeah, Prophet is one of those heroes, when played as a support, that he is just a nightmare for other supports to deal with. His right click is just very high, and of course the Treants creating kind of a wall between him and the creeps often. As we see here, it's very hard to trade with these Treants.
Yeah, anytime Shadow Demon gets close, he just simply starts attacking him. So, exactly, especially in that support role. And I know, again, Kyle was talking about this, and definitely agree, is that seeing Nature's Prophet in the support role, you almost just feel like is the best, because he can still transition even into a bit of that split push kind of threat throughout the game. But for the laning phase, he's one of the best harassers, as you're just talking about. And, yeah, he's always going to be very effective, even in a support role. He doesn't necessarily need crazy farm to do what
he basically does the same thing no matter what role he's played in. And having the ability to reinforce any of your lanes at a moment's notice with the global TP is pretty overpowered.
Yeah. Mid matchup, by the way. 9-5 Lone Druid versus a 5-1 Viper. In fact, they're diving in. Pink Vinsect's in trouble. Yeah, double damage on Era. One more auto attack should do it. There we go. First blood coming out. Another Toxin not going to save him there. And there, I just mentioned the CS looking good for Lone Druid. Now a kill to go with on top of that. This mid matchup is favoring heavily now on a Lone Druid.
Yeah. And kind of as expected, right? It's pretty hard for a solo hero to deal with Lone Druid. And even if you are a Viper, most of the harass is having to go towards the bear who's up front. So Viper not really able to bully as easily as he used to, or does against most heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, usually Viper is that whole at least win the lane kind of hero for sure, but this is one of those matchups where maybe can't expect that. So they did final pick the Lone Druid after all.
And one other interesting thing to note is that Excalibur is somebody that is generally seen as a mid player. I feel like his signature heroes are like Tinker and Meepo, stuff like that. But he's playing the carry role for Singularity here, so I'm not as familiar with him in the carry role.
He's been back and forth. I almost want to say, like, for this team, he has been playing the carry role as Juggernaut. By the way, he's been run down. He is going to survive, but that was some good pressure on him. My quality just got really shitty, by the way. I don't know if I did here. 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that, because that's an issue. Okay, there we go. All right. But yeah, back to the point about Excalibur. He has been playing position 1 for the team. I want to say like Terrorblade especially is what he's really known for playing too. So
yeah,
it's kind of a mix of the heroes. But you're all right. You know, Meepo, Tinker,
more
etc.
recently, I feel like.
Yeah. He's a very good core player, but his history is interesting. He's been around for a while now. He's never really been able to break through as far as a top-tier team. He's kind of been a mercenary for hire is what I've called him.
Yeah.
For a lot of these events, but yeah, he's never been able to kind of stick on a team, and that's done very well. So Singularity, you know, it's a tough region. I'll say that. It's yeah, you can be a great team, but there's so many good teams in the European region, especially. I'm not expecting them to kind of break through, but we'll see. We'll see how they develop over time.
Man, Zibe is having a very good lane.
Yeah.
Top of the CS charts. Nature's Prophet creating lots of space in between the creeps and the Pangolier.
You know, there's a hero that a lot of people, you know, the old, especially with the recent news, as I'll get to that in a second. 5-minute bounty runes. Okay, it doesn't look like too much action going to happen there. Zera's running away. But people, you know, this question has been brought up, what Han heroes would they like to see in Dota too? And Chipper is one of the most popular ones that people go back to. I don't know if you're familiar with the hero. But point is, Zibe was basically known as the best Chipper player in Heroes and Newers. So this guy's got some good history here. And I go back to, I do have high expectations for him like I did with Amike and Sania and several others more recent.
Oh, Hanskin. Does not tick out.
That was close. Miposhka goes down, meanwhile. It looks like, okay, Lone Druid was able to run him down. Could not save himself.
Finished it up with a Entangle. And that's one of the things that... Singularity. Singularity. Was kind of at risk for is just maybe having a slightly weaker laning stage.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Nyx, not that strong of a laner, and ET, Nature's Prophet, Lone Druid, all very strong laners.
Excalibur, what are you doing, buddy? Jeez, that was living life on the end right there. I guess he did have a wand.
Hanskin's in trouble, though.
Hanskin is in trouble, so maybe this is the plan all along. The bait, 4 stacks of poison, that's 100% a kill. Right here, the first stack comes out, you see the burst, and Hanskin eventually falls, so it's living life on the edge, but it works out there for Excalibur. Kind of baits them in and gets their first kill on the board, and they're not done just yet. Speaking of that Nyx assassin, well, they were flanking in. What's bottom lane? Okay, SNG or Shashla's being run down. Back to the top lane. Oh, Troll goes down to the swashbuckle. Yeah, Zippe. He's going to try to walk it off now. So talking about living life on the edge, this time it backfires on Excalibur. Here comes a TP from Hanskin, and he actually blocks them from following further. So well played there, using some bottle charges. Zippe goes back to farming.
Yeah, the global fountain Hanskin coming in, just bottling up his teammate. I like it.
Yeah, effective strategies. There's
Chessie.
Chessie's just, man, not often you see a roaming Lone Druid. He's just running
hunting
in.
Miposhka. Oh, and Excalibur might go down here too.
He's dead for sure, and he's 1 in Tango proc. Doesn't even really need it, but just get it for good sake. Okay, well, either way, you get the kill on Excalibur. Yeah, this is, you just mentioned there, the laning phase may be a little bit weaker for Singularity, and perhaps that's what we're seeing. Whoa,
I almost want to see Chessie just go for like Helmet Dominator and just go for like the stuff build, because they have the Nature's Prophet Treants, they've got the Bear, they get a couple Dominators or at least one, and there's just a lot of stuff for these pretty much only single target heroes to deal with.
That would be interesting. I know the whole, we were seeing that a little bit, like a Midas, Helm of the Dominator. kind of style on Lone Druid Bears, but click on him here. He is going to go hand of Midas. So I believe he is going to go the range or the bear build, excuse me.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he maybe transitions that way, has the same logic, or could just still simply go the Radiance. It's hard to pass that up, especially when you're having a good start.
Exactly. I mean, he's having such a good early game. You might as well secure your late game.
You make a good point, but you're wrong. Nature's Prophet, he's maybe in trouble. 10-minute Bounty Rune's still a minute plus away, so they're just simply in the area.
Body blocks.
Yeah, he's like, wait a second, why can I not move? Oh. Nyx Assassin was there.
Wait, is Nyx level 6? Nope, just found an Invis rune.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. He was only level 4. Well, doing work there at least. Juggernaut's been not struggling, but he's actually the worst of the 3 cores as far as net worth goes. But he's still doing very well at the bottom lane. So it goes back to TFT. Nearly a 3,000 net worth lead early on. This is a very comfortable lead for TFT. As Zibe says, see you later. He'll just roll on out. He's got an early Javelin to go with the Arcane Boots. Again, he's off to a fantastic start. I noticed Viper had some crazy high CS, by the way, as they were just changing over to the net worth. I guess he was jungling a bit as a result. So his net worth is comparable to Lone Druid, at least.
Yeah, I mean, this is a hero that farms stacks now. It's kind of like Alchemist. You stack for him, he just nether toxins them. He's able to take them out very quickly and accelerate that farm. That's sort of been like the mid one, but Tumba Man style is you leave the lane around 7-8 minutes, farm your stacks, come back with a 10-minute Rod of Atos, and then you just start ganking.
Yeah. Well, there's the 10-minute Rod of Atos. He just purchased it. So that's going to start coming into play. And, you know, good against heroes like Pango. So there is some decent value here from it, amongst just being a good item on the hero. But this top lane continues to be controlled by TFT. It's like they've almost overtaken the dire jungle, at least in this part. Bottom lane, Chessie's having fun with them. There's the Rod of Atos coming into play, but Savage Roar will keep them out. There's 4 heroes down here on the dire side. They're really coming in.
Gets rooted up.
Yeah, that was ambitious from Batrider. I mean, a first hit root helps, but oh, Zibe's stuck there. That was funny.
Just Pango things.
Yeah, that Rolling Thunder can be a little funky sometimes. But easy kill. You know, it was actually, there was watching Secret recently, there was a game where they had mid-1 on Pango. And he was doing some funky stuff, like he kept getting stuck or like he was going some wrong direction. And after the game, they interviewed him and they were like, do you play much Pango? He's like, no, I don't play Pango and I need to practice because I was messing up all over the place. It was essentially along those lines. He is one of those heroes with the Rolling Thunder specifically. You have to practice with it. You have to be experienced with it.
Yeah, the vector targeting of Swashbuckle makes a lot of sense, but then just the turn rate on Rolling Thunder makes the hero a lot more difficult to play than most.
Yeah. Juggernaut. He's got a Yasha, a Manta style on the way. He's feeling very good with this farm right now. And again, TFT as a team should overall be feeling pretty good because the one concern was how are they going to be able to control throughout the earlier to mid-game stage especially. But they're off to this great start, and their cores both scale very well. And they can also push towers very effectively.
Yes, they can. And we're already seeing that as all tier 1s have been removed from the side of Singularity. And this just restricts where Troll can farm. He's still not really ready to fight. I mean, he's actually the lowest net worth core on his side.
Yeah.
And yeah, they desperately need this Nyx and Batrider to start teaming up and finding pickoffs because TFT is just, they're on a rampage right now.
Did we get confirmation on Lone Druid? Okay, he did go, he went the 250 health talent, so that pretty much is confirmation there. That he is going the bear build.
Yep.
Absolutely. Drums going for Batrider Shoshlo. We've seen this, the whole bots into drums, just how fast you move. It's nice to work with, so working on finishing that.
Oh, Jerry, he was looking to snipe the courier. Oh, here it comes, actually.
He I get it? Yeah, that's...
I believe that was the Midas on the courier. Or,
no.
Wait, is the Midas on the bear?
The Midas is on the bear. That was a Warhammer on the courier, though. Who would that have been for? Oh, that would have been for Pango, for his Maelstrom.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so taking that out. There you go. That's worthy courier kill. And the fact he gets out on top of that, well played by Jerry. As Juggernaut. Oh, an interesting build from Juggernaut here. He's got the Yasha, now he's queued up the Midas. So he just wants to keep accelerating in this game. I feel like Yasha Maelstrom is really good, but we don't really see that on Juggernauts right now.
Yeah, there's always just the focus on getting that Midas if you have a good start on your cores. And, you know, sure, why not? It does kind of replace the Battle Fury, and in this game you don't really need the Battle Fury since there's no wave clear that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, if he was playing against the Nature's Prophet instead of with it, we might see the Battle Fury come out. But if you're not forced to go for that expensive farming item, then you'll take a cheaper one.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Jerry. He's I don't know. The courier still has a little bit before it's up, so I don't know if he's just here early or if he's just simply getting information, but he is going to come back and look to maybe catch the Juggernaut. Yeah, they're setting up here. Frost is...
kill. That's a level 11 Juggernaut.
They had, they had Batrider and Shadow Demon coming in. It might have been possible with enough lockdown. Soul Catcher, remember, does burst that damage. But they don't even get the chance.
Chess uses the Roar super early, but is able to get the bounty, the bear.
The bear bounty. Oh, bottom lane. Finding down here, Rolling Thunder out, Ping Bensek. He gets hit by it once. He puts down that corrosive, or the Nether Toxic. Even going for the turn kill on an Elder Titan with the Viper Strike and gets it. You see that Rolling Thunder was a little off from Zibby, not much to hit on. And Hanskin also is going to fall because of this. So fighting for the bounty rune, it backfires, and Singularity, they make it 2-0.
Yeah, he missed the second hit with the Rolling Thunder there, and that meant that Viper was able to get away scot-free with a couple kills.
I want to confirm, not really confirm, I guess, but from what I heard, just to clarify, as Viper gets Savage Ward away and Lundra just walks it off. Jonas Fan was not kicked from the team. I'm pretty sure they left on agreement. Jonas Fan decided to leave.
I think that is the case. I don't know if he just wanted to play with some other people, or is he just taking a break from Dota? I'm not sure.
From what I could tell, I think he was ultimately going to be looking for another team, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. So see some people talking about that in chat. But yeah, Zibbe is officially their new 5th player as the offlaner. So, anywho, top lane. There's a lot of TFT players up there. They caught somebody. They caught the Shadow Demon. Omnislash is ready, but he doesn't want to overcommit. Of course, you do have a Disruption as well. So
yeah, we haven't seen an Omni yet. Jug's just kind of been hard farming.
Yeah. He's I mean, nothing wrong with that, though. I guess when the battle plan on paper, it goes back to their core is that they scale very well, so they're not in a rush necessarily.
Yeah, Necrobook keyed up for Hanskin, so another tool to deal with the Nyx Assassin and just push that much harder. Maybe looking to hit that timing where they just get the Radiance on the bear. They have the Necrobook. They've got all the treants, and they can start sieging high ground before Singularity is really ready to defend.
That is interesting. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. It seems like unnecessary almost because of how much push they already have, and part of me is like, well, why not go a Medallion into a Solar Crest? You are playing to support Nature's Prophet after all. More auras in general. A pipe wouldn't be bad this game. Crimson Guard, etc. So I think there's an argument for that. Could just stick to the aura build, but we'll see if he completes it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
Zibbe? Okay. Swashbuckles out. There you go. That's what we were talking about. He's good in this match. He takes a lot of damage, but he's fine.
He's fine.
He's good. He's working on those Guardian Greaves. Yeah, mech's finished. Just needs the recipe now. Albeit expensive, but he'll have it soon. Lone Druid, Radiance. He's got the Divine, or the Sacred Relic. Working on the Radiance, so he's almost there. Yeah, this is going to be a pre-20-minute Midas Radiance build on Lone Druid.
Okay, cool.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I dig it.
Pretty good. Level 15 as well, as we saw right there. Batrider got his Blink Dagger, so that's a key item. We haven't seen Troll in a while. What does Troll have? He's been trying to farm.
Yeah, he's just been in catch-up mode since the very beginning.
Yeah, he really is still in catch-up mode, isn't he? He's 5th in net worth right now.
I wonder if he likes tomatoes.
He likes tomatoes. I'm missing out something. What?
Ketchup?
Oh!
Sorry.
You mean tomatoes?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Viper.
Well, we do see that Troll has the Battle Fury, so, you know, to deal with the Nature's Prophet root, just to keep up and farm. But that's one of the reasons why he's so far behind right now, is because that item just takes a lot longer to build up to. It means he can't really fight. Just has to focus on taking the space that his team's providing, which is currently not a whole lot, because Bat and Nyx Assassin really have not been able to find very much. Only 4 kills on the side of Singularity so far.
Yeah.
Very slow-paced game in general for both teams.
And I would think that favors TFT. It's
Yes.
Everything's just kind of going their way, their pace, and they do not mind this. This Singularity lineup was no doubt more about this earlier start, which they were not necessarily able to get. And we're kind of seeing the reflection of that now. 20-minute bounty runes are coming out, and as we're stressing this, I mean, it's with the bounty runes, it's about a 4,000 net worth lead. Not overwhelming, albeit nice for TFT.
Oh, Jerry is being caught by the Nature's Prophet mid.
Well, the bear goes down actually meanwhile too, but yeah, back in the mid lane, Jerry looks like he will fall. As there we go, Zibbe's on a killing spree now. I assume Chessie had a resummon of the bear.
There it is.
There it is.
They're going to go right into Roche.
Yep, why not? Nyx Assassin down. They're feeling good. Batrider does have the blink, but I don't know about defending this if you're Singularity.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You going to bring in a Battle Fury Troll
Yeah.
to fight? I don't think so.
Yeah, they see him pushing bottom. I assume TFT is just pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, this is a little sketchy though, just because there is the ability to spam out Roche. And they've got the Shadow Poison, they've got the Nether Toxin, Flame Breaks that can be thrown in there constantly. And yeah, they're going to get bullied out of the pit.
Okay.
So a good amount of space for Excalibur, who has a Yasha on its way to him.
Yeah, that's a win right there for Singularity, no doubt. Wasted a lot of time on TFT's side, and exactly, Troll's just able to push in, get some more farm. Nyx Assassin is... Oh, I thought he was going on Ags for a second, but no, he's going the Meteor Hammer. We do see this occasionally.
Yeah, it's you either go the Meteor Hammer or you go for a Midas on this hero. You need some way to keep up your farm while you're spending 80% of your time or more just invis, running around the map, providing vision, not hitting creeps, not getting experience.
Top lane. It's just about Batrider trying to run out, it looks like. He almost got caught, but he blinks away and he'll TP out. So close call there. Mantos finished on Juggernaut. Again, he went that Midas build, and he hasn't had it as long as his Lone Druid partner, but his net worth, it's considering he went the Midas, it's not as high as I actually thought it would be, and he's just basically been free farming. I would have expected maybe a little bit more, but Era, oh, Era's caught.
And just look at the net worth of this Viper.
Yeah.
He's like level 17 right now.
Yeah, Viper, imagine he went to the jungle, he just started doing those stacks you're talking about, and Arrow, by the way, holy crap, he's going to survive that whole time. TP out from taking out the top lane. There's 2 different fights going on, but Poshka gets picked off on Shadow Demon, as Zibit is able to finish him. The Bear's still running away at the top lane, and it looks like he is able to bring it back. So that works out overall for TFT as far as both fights playing out there. But you're right, Viper's doing fantastic. I mean, he is farming away. Now, how will that farm translate? I don't know, but it's good.
It's never bad to have a high net worth, high farmed hero.
I suppose that's true. That's a fair point, but I mean, I look back at Frost and just how he's not really scaling as I kind of expected with that Hannah Midas. He's competing with the Troll.
The Trolls caught up to him. He was like 4,000 net worth behind.
Yeah.
Around 15 minutes. And that Battle Fury starting to pay dividends. It also does feel. I was just gonna say, it also does feel that there may be a little too much for TFT to kind of give their cores. Like, they have a very greedy Bear, they have a very greedy Jug. Pango takes quite a bit of farm. Nature's Prophet also tends to take quite a bit of farm.
Well, Nature's Prophet, he's got a Viper Strike on him. Eric gets picked off elsewhere. Hanskin's definitely going down. Pink Vinsec, he'll be fine. He's just taking all this damage. He doesn't have much mana left to work with. Puts down another Toxin on top of Lone Druid, though. And there's Frost getting caught by the lasso pulled in. He is spinning, though. He's going to run away for the time being. He does not have his Omni Slash anymore. He just needs to keep on running. Frost, though, it's not easy to do. Maybe if a net comes out, he's going to die right here. Another melee auto attack does not get the net off, so Excalibur unable to finish. Pango, good job with the slow. And the lucky shot, another spin for Frost, and he will make it out of there. So TFT does a great job of keeping the Juggernaut alive. They did lose 2 supports, though, and especially seeing how that last fight played out. I mean, Singularity, I guess this is where that power spike point is starting to hit now for Singularity. You have the Troll, get that Battle Fury finally, and he's going to start developing. I'm sure something like a BKB is going to be coming out soon, and the next 5 minutes or so could be Singularity's chance to start really coming back in this game. As I say that, we're not even done just yet. Frost, disruption on him, or that was actually on Excalibur, excuse me, as they're going for the 25-minute bounty runes, but no more fight will break out there.
Yeah, it also just feels like TFT has spent a huge amount of time with like 4 heroes in this top lane, and they're not really getting anything. There's no tower to get there. I mean, they're controlling the jungle, sort of, but it just doesn't feel like they are taking as much space off the map as they need for their team. They're kind of distributing like half of the map to 4 heroes who are all farming.
Yeah. I noticed that too, with the top lane especially. And they finally get that tier 2 tower, but mid lane, Aposhka's going to get caught.
Yeah, Earth Splitter committed for a Shadow Demon kill.
Nothing great. Ooh, Pink Vensec. He's just running in? What? What was he feared right there? Was that actually a Savage Roar? I couldn't really tell. Either way, he is dead.
I think he was trying to run back through the bottom jungle, but he got roared, and then since Roar makes you run back to your base, it redirected into the mid lane.
That makes a lot more sense, because that would not have made any sense if he was doing that manually. But Joshua, ooh, just out of range of the swashbuckle. The stomp is also knocking in. That's just how fast he is, but the burn is still ticking. And eventually another swashbuckle connects for the kill. So this should open up TFT to do Roshan. I mean, the game was looking pretty good for Singularity right there, but a couple of key hero kills all of a sudden swings it well back in favor of TFT.
They just got a little complacent with their positioning, it feels like. All of a sudden, just 3 heroes kind of completely out of position. Shadow Demon and Viper in the mid lane, and then Bat, I don't really know why he got picked up there either. Poshka in trouble again.
Well, that's actually Jerry also getting caught. Poshka just simply runs. They do have Dust for Jerry. Got another spiked care base in 8 seconds, but not nearly in time. They finish the job there, so Roshan picked off, and they're going to now push with this.
Eating some kills.
They are.
Seemingly unnecessary kills that are just all of a sudden being kind of spoon-fed to TFT, and there is a gem on the Pangolier, so Nyx Assassin feeling a lot less strong at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm going to start pushing in right here, and good hold, though. Another Toxin, good for this. From Viper.
That is Bear. Feeling the pain right now.
Yeah. That is the one thing going the Bear build, is Viper, maybe in the laning phase isn't the greatest, but as the game picks up, it seems like he is able to do some good damage to the Bear and keep the Bear from... You know, actually, the Nether Toxin, does that break the Bear? And if so, then that means his tower damage isn't that good. I didn't even think about that.
I am not sure. I didn't see... I was looking at it at the bottom lane when they were sieging tier 1. I didn't see like the text for break popping up over the Bear, so I'm not totally sure.
That's I noticed the same thing right there. I didn't see the text. So I wonder if that's just a a bug or if that's actually the case. So either way, I mean, because again, if that actually does take away Demolish, then that's a pretty significant deal.
Yeah, definitely.
You see Ping Vinsec stalling this top push too. So they're trying to split push between the top and the mid lane. As all 5 heroes are up though for Singularity.
Look at Jerry in the bottom lane. He's just meteor hammering this tower.
All right. Split pushing Nyx Assassin. There we go.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it, and nobody else on their team is really equipped for that role. Batrider wants to be ganking. I guess you could have Batrider do this and have Jerry gank, but Bat is definitely better at it since there is a Juggernaut to deal with.
Yeah. Pango working on the Basher. Oh, Omni Slash. He's hitting a Yule's target. He goes over to Troll, but Troll now pops his BKB as well as a Battle Trance. Frost, he's dropping quickly. Frost is definitely dead right here. Pops the stick or gets a Grinding Gears or something. Anyways, it's not going to be enough. The Aegis is popped. Now Batrider is going to fly over the edge and barely survives as he runs away from Chessie. But now with the Resurrection, Frosty's going to be heavily kited. Viper putting out the Viper Strike as well as the auto attacks. Kills the healing ward. He has to get the spin off at the last second. Lost Nature's Prophet already. Both teams losing 1 support. But the spin is going to buy time for Juggernaut to get out of there. The Bear, however, not the same story. Oh,
Savage Roar.
Maybe. Okay, looks like it. Bear does get out. Good fight for Singularity, though.
Yeah, and Troll suddenly top of the net worth charts. That's a bit of a problem. He's pretty good against both the Bear and the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Chessie, again, the Bear. This Bear is having trouble. I go back to, even if it doesn't break that effect, it's still, Viper is dealing with this Bear very well. And you do see the Ags actually on Viper. We didn't even talk about that yet.
It's just Viper striking it constantly, which means, I mean, the Bear already has a pretty low, or pretty bad BAT, and with the Viper Strike on it, he basically just can't attack the whole time that Viper Strike is on.
BAT, basic tack time.
Yes.
That's what you're getting at there. All right. For those that may not have known, I had to think myself what you were saying. Zibe?
Yeah.
He's gonna go back in. No, the Rolling Thunder activated, trying to connect on somebody. Maposhka doing a good job of diving. Oh, but he actually gets caught by it in the end. Finish him off. Whoa. Wait a second. Did Juggernaut have a Sacred Relic? He clicked on Juggernaut for a second.
I will check for you. Yes, he has a Nullifier.
Okay, Nullifier. Okay. That makes more sense, I suppose. There you go. Okay. Yeah, he just finished it on the stream. Okay. Nullifier this game, yeah, very good against the Troll. I think it's the big target he wants that for.
Yeah, if you can get it.
Oh, speaking of it.
Top.
Yeah, okay.
Keep the BKB from being popped.
Not going to come into play there, but see the idea. Yeah, it's just a nice damage amp as well for him.
Air has been caught.
He is, but the response is there.
Jug does need to be careful here. This is a Batrider. Oh, he's been lasted.
Yeah, there you go. There's the initiation. Pulled in. Frost, look at how fast he's dying. Oh, my God. Yeah, he is not the tankiest build. That's showing there. 70 seconds he's out for. No buyback on Frost.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't really understand the Nullifier, to be honest.
It's way too aggressive.
Well, what is it really doing? You know, like, you're not dispelling anything. I don't see any Ghost Scepters. You're stopping, I guess, like, a Force Staff from Jerry, but you're probably not going to nullify that. Like, you're stopping the BKB, okay, but...
That doesn't even help him necessarily, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so... In the last fight before that in the jungle, he did Omni Slash the Batrider who Yules himself, so I guess with the Nullifier you can dispel the Yules, but... I don't know. It doesn't seem like going for a Nullifier now makes a whole lot of sense. Maybe as a much later item, but
yeah.
As we saw there, like, Jug is very squishy. 1700 HP at 33 minutes is not very much.
There's some interesting items in general across the board. I also noticed a pipe picked up by Chessie on the Lone Druid, and Nature's Prophet went a Rod of Atos after the early Vlads. And it's just, it feels like the thing, I don't know, it's kind of a funky, they're going for mixed messages here as far as what they're trying to pull off. Shashlo, he initially caught the Nature's Prophet, but now with Pango showing up, it's a different story. Oh, Blink Dagger right before the Swashbuckle was going to hit. And he also picks up his 40 move speed talent, so he is flying like crazy.
Yeah, I think the Atos on the Prophet is kind of in response to the thing that we talked about in the beginning of the draft, which is that the TFT does not have really any way to initiate fights. They just don't have an initiator. So if you can Atos somebody, that's kind of your initiation. And that allows your Elder Titan to then maybe counter a response with a stomp. But
yeah,
if you're relying entirely on Elder Titan or like a Rolling Thunder to be your initiation, you are going to struggle finding pickoffs in this mid game.
Yeah, but it's like Nature's Prophet, instead he gets a pipe. The Bear Lone Druid doesn't have to build a pipe then, which like it just feels funky on Lone Druid. That allows him to, get whether it's more damage, and AC would feel really good this game. He's going to need an Axe as well, I feel like, on this hero. This is that Lone Druid, the way you play it, where you get the Bear built up, and then you get the Axe, and you're able to just kind of do your thing with him. I go back to it. It's kind of all over the place, and there is logic for the Rod of Atos. I just don't know if that's the right direction to ultimately win this game, logic, for TFT.
I definitely do agree that their itemization feels a little bit all over the place. Like, you've got the Pango who goes for Greaves, but then he goes for a couple of really offensive items, in the Maelstrom and the Basher. And on paper, all of these items are good, but
yeah,
you generally want to have some sort of, like, theme to your itemization. Are you going defensively? Are you going aura? Are you going damage?
Yeah.
But everybody seems to be doing a little bit of everything.
Well, Singularity, and they're looking really good right now. I mean, they're just pushing as 5. There's no Roshan or anything. There's no Aegis. This is just simply them feeling that confident.
Yeah, there's no bear. They killed the bear twice.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how much time's on the Resurrection, but it's obviously not up yet, and they'll get the melee racks and fall back. So good capitalize there from Singularity. They had a couple of pickoffs just prior to that on Nature's Prophet and Elder Titan. They capitalized with it. So NP was pushing the top lane, as we see, but now TP's back. And they're going to go back in and finish.
Why not?
Yeah, not stopping them.
Again, there's no wave spam. There's no initiation. They can't just go on this troll. They all have to just like run in to go on the troll, and that is not a good way to initiate when you're facing something like a Nyx Assassin Bat Rider combo who can very easily counter initiate on heroes that are just walking towards you.
I love this Viper build. He now has a Shivas as well. Like this is definitely a bit different than the Viper we saw yesterday in one of the games that I popped up in, for multiple reasons. But this is a successful scaling Viper. That is a massive issue.
It's super tanky. Does a ton of magic damage.
Did he go the Viper Strike talent, by the way?
Yeah.
At 20? Okay.
Absolutely always do that if you're going for this build.
And isn't 25, isn't there a silence, the Nether Toxin silence, or is that 20?
Yep. 25 is silence. It just gives you a... not so mini anymore. I was going to say a mini Static Storm, but it's just like a slightly smaller Static Storm, actually.
Yeah. What's the other 25 in Viper?
Oh, here.
See what it is.
Here comes...
Oh, yep.
Lasso.
Zibbe's caught. And that's a dead Pingo. All right, nice Echo Stomp, but with Pingo dead, I guess he buys back. They did get a BKB at a Bat Rider. And that is lassoed down, of course.
But man, this bat is super farmed too. He's got a BKB on top of the Yules, the drums, the boots of travel, of course the blink, and a gem.
Yeah, and he's running at like 540 movement speed earlier, I saw, when he's Firefly.
Yes.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
It's just crazy fast. Mouse, sorry. Those damn mice. So, as we're in this pause, guys, this is game 1 of our first best of 3. It's our last first-round matchup. After this, we'll be jumping into our semifinals. We're going to go into, okay, well, this is worth mentioning now. Na'Vi versus Empire. Now, for those that were here yesterday, Pango did defeat Empire 2-1. It was a pretty good series, went the distance, whatever. Unfortunately, the Pango, they are going to be playing the ESL qualifier today for ESL India. And as a result, it just conflicts with the schedule. So Empire actually is instead given the victory, and they're going to play Na'Vi in the best of 3. So that'll be next, and then followed up by NIP versus Kaban to wrap it all up. So a great day of Dota once again. As back into the game, though, Pangos, Watchbuckles in, Frost. You see Roshan still has plenty of lives, so that's definitely not happening anytime soon. Excalibur in the midst of it. He's at a half-life currently. He does still have Battle Trance, though, if need be. In the back lines, nice disruption save on Viper. Going to keep him alive. Excalibur pops a Battle Trance, though, as well as BKB. No, he hasn't Battle Trance yet. He's just healing up with the Satanic. Frost is in trouble now because of this as well. Excalibur puts the Willing Axes out with the lasso coming in, and Frost, he is dead. Holding on to that Battle Trance.
No buyback either.
Yeah.
Zibe is going to die back.
95 seconds he's out for. They could definitely clean up Roshan now. They want more hero kills first. Era, he's trying to run. That's not easy to do against Batrider.
Oh no, Hanskin locking the Juggernaut in Hell in the Cell with the troll there.
With the trees.
Yeah, he treed him in with the Satanic Troll.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
That's not good at all. Hanskin, he's trying to help Chessie out. Maybe go for a turn kill, but another TP coming in. Chessie's the one that's trying to TP out, and no, the Yules. It stops him. Chessie's going to go down. Hanskin can at least get away now, yes. He will survive, but damage absolutely done by Singularity. Why would you buy... I guess he kind of had to.
He's got to deal with this bottom lane. There's only 2 heroes alive without buyback.
Yeah. Yeah, the bottom lane was being pushed in.
This might just legitimately be the game.
15,000 net worth lead. I mean, that just came out of nowhere for the Dire side. Singularity. Everything just kind of connected, came together. You have a level 25 troll now as well. You see Hanskin trying to split push, but Batrider, you mentioned this with the draft, he is a great answer to this hero.
Yeah, and I mean, they just lost a Hex. This Prophet has a Hex, but he's just gone, so they're not going to be able to defend. They don't have any numbers. They're always at a deficit.
Yeah. Excalibur.
He's got the Aegis. Why would you even leave the base?
No, he's not. They're going to go for tier 4, finish the job. The Bear, it just continues to feel, frankly, useless. And you kind of, like, looking at this draft now and just in hindsight and how it's just played out, maybe the Lordred wasn't as good as we thought. It's in the laning phase, it was okay. Omni Slash is bouncing around and doing some good damage there, but Frost, he has to spin out now. So you see that Firefly animation during it as well. And they are going to call GG. So Singularity, I mean, even though the early game was favoring TFT, Singularity did a hell of a job hanging in there, doing what they needed, and eventually it broke through. They kind of hit their power points, I suppose, and it all worked out. The Viper build was great. Troll recovered big time. I don't know what else to say on that. Just TFT. The itemization, I guess, is the biggest key for me in that there were some questionable item choices.
Yeah, they were too greedy with their itemization, and it kind of goes back to the fact that they didn't have any real way to take fights. They needed to kind of just like walk down lanes behind the Bear and I guess counter-initiate with the Elder Titan was their game plan. But if that doesn't work, if you're not able to just like walk down a lane or you're getting picked off all the time, then it's pretty difficult to deathball, which is sort of what they wanted to do. Once that plan's gone, if you don't have any other recourse to find hero kills, it's very hard to kind of like switch it up and play a different game.
Chessie was 5-1-6 on Lone Druid. Usually that would be an impressive stat line towards leading towards a victory, but not the case here. Really wasn't. And yeah, I think Frost for me was the biggest disappointment. From the lack of farm throughout the game, the nullifier choice was questionable. And I might be being hard on these guys, but because again, it's like I have a relationship with them. Same with the Lions. I expect so much out of them, but time and time again, it feels like these disappointing decisions are made. And the other team is able to break through. In this case, Singularity. Not to take credit away from them. They did play it well. They played a fantastic. I mean, Batrider was just flying around the map and got great farm throughout the game. I think he was maybe the star even in a lot of ways. For
yeah, him or the Viper. And to be honest, even Jerry just did a lot of work on the Nyx, creating a lot of pressure.
Oh, victory for the real deal, or now known as Singularity. And so they're going to take game one, up 1-0 here in this best-of-3 series. We'll see how TFT responds going into game number 2. We're just getting things kicked off for the day. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. We'll be back, game number 2 here for the Tug of War Radiant Edition WePlay Tournament.